On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Magical.
Produced by or containing supernatural powers.
Examples:
Magical place. Magical powers. When I was a child, my mother often cast magical spells to ease my pain whenever I was injured.
Pi.
A mathematical constant, which is symbolized as pi, that is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, approximately equal to 3.14159.
Examples:
The mathematical constant pi. Number pi. He can recite pi to 1,000 digits.
Swashbuckler.
A person, typically a fictional character in literature or film, who engages in daring and flamboyant actions, especially in fights or adventures.
Examples:
Famous swashbuckler. Adventurous swashbuckler. He played the role of a charismatic swashbuckler in the adventure film.
Musket.
A long, smoothbore gun used in warfare from the 16th to 19th centuries, typically fired from the shoulder and loaded through the muzzle.
Examples:
Antique musket. Civil War musket. The musket ball was made of lead and could cause serious injuries or even death to those hit by it.
Parenthesis.
A pair of curved marks, used in writing as a way of separating and marking off a clause, phrase, or word that is not essential to the structure of the sentence, but adds additional information or clarification.
Examples:
A sentence in parenthesis. Parenthesis in literature. Make sure to include all necessary information within the parenthesis in your citation.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Subtraction.
The process or action of removing one number from another, the mathematical operation of finding the difference between two numbers or quantities.
Examples:
Subtraction equation. Double-digit subtraction. The subtraction of expenses from revenue resulted in a net profit for the company.
Digit.
One of the elements that collectively form a system of numeration, a finger, thumb, or toe.
Examples:
Digit identifier. The digit in the hundreds place. We must enter a 6-digit number to unlock the safe.
Exponent.
A person who supports and promotes a particular theory, idea, or scheme, a numerical expression usually written as a superscript that indicates the number of times a given number or expression is to be multiplied by itself.
Examples:
Exponent function. The exponent of the free market. The CEO is an exponent of innovation and encourages employees to think outside the box.
Mighty.
Very large, powerful, or strong.
Examples:
Mighty works. Struck a mighty blow. Only the mighty God has the power to brighten this dark land.
Slash.
To cut with a sharp object using a quick and robust movement.
Examples:
Slash a person with a knife. Price slash. The government had to slash national defense spending due to the recession.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Peaceful.
Not involving violence, conflict, or war.
Examples:
Peaceful country. Peaceful coexistence. Plutonium has limited peaceful applications.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Syndicate.
A group of individuals or organizations combined to promote a common interest.
Examples:
Criminal syndicate. Syndicate member. The financial syndicate was involved in illegal activities.
Communion.
The act or condition of exchanging or sharing thoughts and feelings. Christianity, the act of participating in the celebration of the Eucharist.
Examples:
Communion with God. Spiritual communion with nature. We use this tableware in a communion service.
Imperial.
Relating to or associated with an empire or the person or country that rules it.
Examples:
Imperial rule. Imperial palace. The imperial palace is now undergoing repairs.
Senate.
A legislative body, especially the upper house of a parliament.
Examples:
Senate hearing. Senate Finance Committee. The Senate Majority Leader announced plans to bring the bill to the floor for a vote.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Knight.
A mounted soldier in the past, typically one of noble birth, trained to fight in armor. Today in Great Britain, a person honored by the sovereign for personal merit.
Examples:
The Black Knight. White Knight. In medieval Europe, a monarch or feudal lord granted the title of the knight to a warrior who had demonstrated skill and bravery in battle.
Install.
To fix furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used, put into an office or a position.
Examples:
Install a door. Install a chairperson. The new president was installed immediately after the national election.
Supreme.
Highest in rank, level, or importance.
Examples:
The Supreme Commander. Justice of the Supreme Court. The supreme pleasure of life is the conviction that we are loved.
Emperor.
The male ruler of an empire.
Examples:
Emperor of Rome. Former emperor. The emperor once lived in the vast palace.
Puffy.
Swollen or distended, especially with air or gas.
Examples:
Puffy offshore winds. Puffy eyes. His cheeks looked puffy after he overate junk food.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Dragon.
A mythical monster, typically depicted as a giant reptile with wings, claws, and a fiery breath, often portrayed as being fierce and dangerous.
Examples:
Dragon fruit. Dragon wing. In Chinese mythology, dragons are considered powerful and benevolent creatures.
Princess.
The daughter of a monarch, the wife or widow of a prince, woman or girl considered to be particularly good or admirable.
Examples:
Crown princess, a royal princess. The prince fell in love with the princess and asked her to marry him.
Voracious.
Having a very strong appetite or desire for something, especially for food or activity, extremely eager or enthusiastic for something.
Examples:
Voracious thirst, voracious reader. The voracious appetite of the teenager was legendary.
Valiant.
Brave and courageous, marked by great courage or determination in the face of danger or adversity.
Examples:
Show valiant spirit, valiant knight. The teacher made a valiant effort to inspire her students to pursue their dreams.
Steed.
A horse, especially a riding horse or one used in battle.
Examples:
A matchless steed, black steed. The knight rode his trusty steed into battle.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion, leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Squash.
To forcefully crush or flatten something, to suppress, stifle, or defeat an idea or opposition forcefully.
Examples:
Squash a package, squash a rebellion. I like to squash my grapes when making homemade wine.
Huddle.
To crowd or press closely together, cuddle.
Examples:
Huddle in a temporary shelter, huddle around the open fire. The children huddled together for warmth in the cold winter storm.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons, the DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Bicker.
To engage in a petty or argumentative disagreement, often characterized by back-and-forth exchanges and trivial accusations or criticisms.
Examples:
Bicker over small things. Bicker with each other. My siblings always bicker over who gets the front seat in the car.
Dice.
A small cube with each side marked with a different number of spots, from 1 to 6, used in gambling and some games.
Examples:
Dice game. Playing dice. He rolled the dice, hoping for a lucky outcome.
Slice.
A flat, often thin, piece of bread, meat, cheese, etc., that has been cut from a larger piece, a wound made by cutting.
Examples:
A slice of the company's revenue. Slice a tomato thin. The children complained because one slice of cake was slightly larger than the other.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Tricky.
Requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples:
Tricky problem. A tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Whittle.
To carve or cut away small pieces of wood, stone, or other materials with a knife or other sharp tool, to gradually reduce or diminish something.
Examples:
Whittle wooden toys. Whittle down expenses. The skilled craftsman used a pocket knife to whittle a small figurine from a wood block.
Fearsome.
Causing fear or terror, frightening, alarming, or formidable.
Examples:
Fearsome creature. Fearsome reputation. The dragon's fearsome roar echoed through the valley.
Roar.
To make a loud, deep sound, like a lion or a car engine.
Examples:
Roar with laughter. Roar for more. The lion roared loudly, signaling its dominance over the other animals.
Vanquish.
To defeat or conquer thoroughly, to overcome and gain control over someone or something.
Examples:
Vanquish an opponent. Vanquish a fear. The army successfully vanquished their enemy in the battle and gained control of the territory.
Empire.
A group of countries ruled by one leader or government.
Examples:
Empire building. Empire of the Maya. He has built a thriving e-commerce empire.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Nest.
A structure in which animals lay their eggs or give birth to their young.
Examples:
bird's nest, a nest of thieves. The female birds build a nest and lay their eggs in May.
Creature:
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit, artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Desert:
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks.
Examples:
Desert basin, oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.